All right, I'm now very excited to be joined by a former star Jayhawk turned six-time national champion, indoor world champ, and now two-time Olympian Bryce Hoppel getting ready to compete in the men's 800 before we know it out in Paris. Bryce, thanks for carving out some time for us.
Oh yeah, happy to be on. I appreciate you.
Yeah, well, we'll start back in 2021 with those Tokyo Olympics, your first time around. How much did that experience make you say, I want to be back here. I want to qualify for another Olympics?
No, yeah, I mean having that experience is incredible. I think just like being on that stage and like feeling all that love and support along with it, and just like having the excitement of my family and like really the culmination of like all our hard work. Absolutely. I think having that experience on my belt now and falling short definitely lights a little fire under you. Um, and now, I mean, I'm definitely hungry to get back more, and I think we've done all that we can. I think I've definitely been put in a position to where hopefully he'll bring some hardware home. So I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people I feel like don't know what the years between Olympic Games can look like for a runner. So, what have you been up to the last 3 years to help you work towards this goal again?
Yeah, so it's been a very it's been a busy past 3 years. It went by quick. It went by quicker than you would think. Just because like I mean these moments are definitely the big ones. But we've had for track we're supposed to have world championships every 2 years, and then obviously the Olympics are every 4 years. But that COVID year kind of mixed things up, pushed it all together, and so we just kind of had like back to back world championships and Olympic Games, and so it's gone by pretty quick. But it's exciting stuff. Like I live for these moments and live for these opportunities to represent to the best of my ability. And no, I feel ready, even though it kind of snuck up on us quick. And definitely been the best year of my career. So I couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was kind of started by becoming a world champion. National titles are nothing new to you. You got six of them, but when you became the indoor world champ this year, what was that moment like?
Man, it's special just because like I've yet that was my first time medaling on the world stage. And man, it feels special to like finally be able to do that. And I think it adds to the confidence big time. I think track has a lot of like you gotta stack up those confidences, and being able to carry that world indoor title has definitely got me feeling pretty confident. So yeah, now we just gotta be able to transition that into the outdoor season, and it's been going really well so far. Ran a personal best here at the U.S. trials, and um, but yeah, the 800 scene has been popping off, and it's actually crazy to see how well people are running this year. But I'm excited because I want to be running there right there with them, and yeah, excited to see what I've got, what we've been working for here at the Olympics in Paris. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the perfect attitude to have. And speaking of that final qualifying race where you set the US trials record time in the 800, what was going through your mind when you realized you did that?
Man, I mean, it's special. I was talking big game before it because like I felt ready for it. Like it's crazy how in tune you get with your body. It's where it's like I think I'm ready to run 142. And that was my first time dipping under 143 and getting to do it on such an incredible stage, and having all those people there to support me absolutely felt special. And I think it does kind of feel surreal that I'm able to kind of start getting up there with some of the all-time best that I've looked up to for like all of my career. But yeah, so those moments don't feel real. Like it's you look at I just remember being there and like looking at the time, and I was like, I don't know. It's like, did that really happen?
Yeah. Does it ever add any extra, do you feel any extra pressure at all, or is it just confidence when you know that you come in as the world champ, the US trials record holder?
So I think that's one of the biggest things that I've been able to do, and like turning that experience. I think it definitely weighs on you, especially like U.S. Olympic trials. It's a lot of pressure because you got to get through, and there's all these other incredible athletes that are they're pushing for those same spots. But I think what has kind of made me successful in these later years has been able to like spin that pressure into confidence, and it's been working out. So I'm excited to hopefully keep pressing forward.
Yeah. And I mean, just how do you, I mean, I'm sure it's not easy to, but how do you try to sum up what it means to call yourself a two-time Olympian?
There's a lot of weight that goes with it. It's like I try to like there's so many people behind me supporting me, and it's definitely just not me doing it. Like I think that's the thing I want to emphasize the most is I mean it takes a village, and there's all these people behind the scenes that um they're the ones that make it possible. And I mean my coach, my family, Like they're as much a part of it as I am, and I want to represent to the best of my ability and kind of be an extension of them. Uh, and yeah, just again, just work my best to represent for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of coaching, you're not going to be the only Jayhawk on this US team. You're kind of reuniting with your college head coach, Stanley Redwine. Have you guys been talking at
Yeah.
all? What's been going on with you two lately?
No, it's been awesome. So yeah, Coach Stanley's our head coach there at KU, and then Coach Michael Wilsey is the one that coaches me directly, and they're both coming to Paris. And I think it's just a testament to how incredible of coaches they are. They have all their accolades, and yeah, I mean, again, like they're as much of a part of it as I am. So it'll be definitely special to share that moment with them and have them right there in Paris with me.
Yeah, and what does it mean to be able to share the experience with, comfortable, familiar faces out there in a place you have never competed before, probably?
It's definitely needed. Definitely needed. I think I mean, one of the biggest things was, and also honestly, probably one of the bigger stressors of the Olympic trials was having a lot of my family and friends already booked for Paris, and so I'll have a big contingent out there to where like I'll have a lot of friends and family going to Europe for the first time for this. But yeah, the Hoppel cheering section is definitely going to be strong, and having those coaches there with me, kind of like going through the call rooms and stuff with me and stuff. Uh, is definitely a big support. And again, like wouldn't be able to do without him. So I'm excited that I get to experience that with all those people as well.
Yeah, and I mean, you're gonna have a ton of people cheering you on back in America that aren't out there because even though you're not a Kansas native, the KU fans absolutely love you. We saw it when you came back for the KU relays back in April. Just what has it meant to you to come out of the KU program and still feel their support to these days?
I mean, it's incredible. I always say that I'm always going to be coming back for the Kansas relays. I think that's going to be a staple in my schedule and career for sure. And I mean, I definitely say Lawrence is a home away from home. I mean, I lived there for 7 or 8 years, so I definitely spent my time there, and it feels like a second home. And yeah, it's always fun to come home to the home crowd. So I always feel that love and support from them, and uh, I hear a lot from them, and they're a part of the journey as well. So yeah.
Yeah, and final question for you. I mean, what's your mindset when you go into the Olympics and you really know that you have a real chance to medal this year and make a name for yourself on the Olympic stage? How do you go about that?
Man, I mean, you just got to tell yourself that you've been putting in the work for this moment, and hopefully be ready for it. I think it's more so just calming the nerves. I think the excitement of being at the Olympics, it's all there for you. But yeah, it's tough. I think, I mean, in my career at this point, I feel pretty experienced, and I, they might call me a veteran at this point. But in those moments, you feel that rush of nerves all again, and so it's fun to deal with and it's exciting to deal with, but it's tough. But yeah, no, again, like going back to the confidence thing, I think over these years I've been able to build the confidence, and we've had a successful year so far. So now it's just like, all right, we're here to get the job done and have fun. Like we made it to Olympics, now it's just time to have fun. So it'll definitely be exciting to do that.